Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now here's Hood. Poke loose. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Oh, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond the preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Now Porter after Westbrook's missed 3. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Outside Westbrook. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Robertson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Westbrook against Simmons. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What a play.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
LeBron can't get it to go. 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Porter with it. He's picked up by James. Porter passes to Marjanovic. Simmons against Westbrook. A fader. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
LeBron passes to Robertson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons. Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Andre Robertson taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Good on the second free throw. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Porter against LeBron. Howard trying to free himself up. Nice shot by James.
And, you know, for such a physically powerful player, guys, James also has a deft shooting touch. I mean, showing it off there.
Now here's Hood. 5 points in the game. Pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. The kick out to Porter. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 4. The try by James, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
First one at the line is good. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Porter finds Hood over Green. Hood can't get it to go. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. It's good. This game is all even.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Here's Hood. 5 points in the game. Here's Simmons. He gets that one. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Markkanen pulls it in.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And they pick up 2.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Now, here's Green. LeBron outside. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Lakers trail by 4. On the wing, Robertson. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. Robertson's got 5 points so far.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And that one's good. Simmons. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Tips it. And Howard with the second chance points.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Simmons against Westbrook. Now here's Hood. He's tightly guarded. Markkanen can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Hood can't get it to go. An even 3-on-3 break. Westbrook against Simmons. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Hood. 5 points in the game. Westbrook with it. There's the pass to Green. From past the arc. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Hood finds Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Pass to Simmons. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Westbrook dishes to Howard. Green against Hood. Passes it to Marjanovic. Over Westbrook. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And the 76ers lead by 2. LA's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact, Clark, when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
Here, Thompson, he's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Andre Robertson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Myrtle comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Porter. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Hood. Good D by Thompson.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The shot by Redick, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Osman, the pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Now, here is Morris. Redick up top. Outside for Rondo. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Yeah, you got to be better defensively on Rondo there as he comes off that screen.
Outside, Simmons. From 11 feet away. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Thompson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's in there.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees a lane, he takes it.
And Simmons kicks to Osman. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Simmons. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's 10 points for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Inside, Morris. And Pirtle pulls it down. The 76ers lead to the paint. And Robinson throws it down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
1:39 left to play in the first. And there's the pass to LeBron. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
That free throw missing.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011. Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. And he sinks the second. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
They grab their own miss. Pirtle dishes to Williams. They shoot again. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, the number of points they
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons. Garland, the pass to Osman, drills the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Rondo dishes to Morris. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out to the wing. Pulls it up. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Yeah, and the appreciation I have for Rondo. He's able to stay with his man and then uses his speed to just affect the shot.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up the controller and fire up NBA2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Williams. Garland is out there with Robinson. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Osman in at the 3. Now here is Robinson. He had 15 points last outing. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 3.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Redick. Pass to Caruso. Takes a 3. The shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Osman, covered by Morris. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Los Angeles with another miss. The 76ers leading by 3. Robinson passes to Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on J.J. Redick.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Philadelphia.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
First one falls for him. Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative, do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix, too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Now here's Rondo. Outside, Redick. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Passes it to Pirtle. Osman kicks to Pirtle. Back to Osman. On the wing, Williams. Shoots over Reddick. Cans the 12-footer. And it's 8 points for Williams.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Thompson. The dish to Reddick. To end the cold streak. And the jumper is on the mark.
Even with the man all in his jersey, Reddick has the skill and concentration to make you pay on those jump shots. It's real simple for him.
Williams dishes to Garland. Good D by Thompson. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Rondo. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You got to close up any lane to the rim. If you don't, Rondo is merciless in exploiting it.
Garland the pass to Robinson. Pirtle kicks to Osman. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reddick surveying the D. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Reddick. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Osman's got 5 now.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here is Rondo. He has 5. Reddick passes to Rondo. Back to Reddick. There's the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Garland with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking bullets.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Rondo. It's Reddick on the wing. And here's Rondo. Dishes it to Morris. Launches it. Rebound by Williams.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Robinson left side. That's good from Williams on the assist by Robinson. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Timeout called the Lakers.
A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
Changes for Philadelphia. Here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Lets it go from the wing, and he gets the jumper to drop. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. Marjanovic kicks to Simmons. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I think this is what we all want to see from Simmons, more of him expanding his game and working in the jump shot.
Here's James, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 9 points for LeBron.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Simmons against Westbrook. Outside, Markkanen. Westbrook against Simmons. Floats one. And a wide open look for Porter. Again, Philadelphia.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Now here's LeBron. 9 points in the game so far.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Marjanovic after the basket by Los Angeles. Simmons passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Boy, Simmons is so intelligent in these screen and rolls. A fantastic decision maker.
Pass to Robertson. He dishes it to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
And they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
Kevin, that's how you get your teammates fired up.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Took him no time at all on that one. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Hood dishes to Simmons. Back to Hood. 6 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great tee that time from Green.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
LeBron against Porter. Now Howard. The kick out to Westbrook. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. Markkanen passes to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Markkanen can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 4, and the wide open shot from Green. And that one goes long. Simmons passes to Markkanen. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. To the middle. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Westbrook. 15 points in the game.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And LeBron James climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. But any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him, just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
To the inside, Robertson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
misses the free throw.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Now here's Simmons. 14 points for him. Markkanen kicks to Simmons. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Left in the first half. Here's Porter. Markkanen trying to break loose.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
Green kicks to Westbrook. And the Lakers with another miss.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Kept alive. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from LeBron.
Oh, I tell you, LeBron is so active and aggressive and so strong. I love watching him go after rebounds like this.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The pass to Simmons. Over Westbrook. Here's Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Westbrook with it. He's got 12. Lets it go with the 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Robertson is out there with Howard. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be one step ahead of them there.
Now here's Hood. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
From 12 feet out, that shot off the mark. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's good. That takes them to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 20. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level. You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
Just 4 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Looking here at some numbers for Ben Simmons. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 17 points a game, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now Simmons, after Westbrook's missed 3. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defenders something extra to think about.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Hood. It's rebounded by Robertson. Robertson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Westbrook can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 6. Simmons looking around. Right side Markkanen. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. The layup off target. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Hood kicks to Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, he almost feels sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Good from Simmons.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game, and quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Thompson, he's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Robertson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. That one is no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 5. Rondo, good. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And here's Rondo. Michael Porter making his last shot. Thompson dishes to LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Lakers trail by 5. LeBron is doubled. Rondo kicks to Thompson. Pass to Redick. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
It's the main strength in Redick's game, his 3-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
Passes it to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Robinson for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by LeBron.
Tell you what, even though he's a little older now, James still a force in transition.
76ers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Rondo against Simmons. Here's Pirtle. Pass to Austin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Robinson. From the arc. Rebound the Lakers. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Alex Caruso, who's checked in for the Lakers. Then for the 76ers, Williams, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Garland in for Simmons. Here's Rondo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Garland, the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Morris outside. Kicks it to Redick. The pass to Caruso. Side Rondo. It's over Garland. Rondo can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Good. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he drops it in from the low post. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes. But understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits. And really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Redick passes to Thompson. Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Morris. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Redick way outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here is Robinson. After Markieff Morris's miss, Williams double team. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers trail by 4. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Here's Redick. He has 7. Rondo passes to Thompson. Now the dish to Redick. 5 on the clock for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Reddick's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. Garland kicks to Williams. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pirtle with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first points of the night.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Pass to Thompson. Down low. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
Free throw good for Morris. Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Rodney Hood's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Pirtle, mostly 10 feet and in, is his strength. He's an old-school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Rodney Hood. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Clark at 7 feet tall. Pirtle a wide body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Pirtle can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by the Lakers. It's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Westbrook. It's over Garland. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Westbrook.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Outside Hood. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Redick with the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
The 76ers leading by 3. And here's Hood. 9 points in the game so far. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. The tray. But they get it back. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers on top. They're up by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Marjanovic is out there with Lowry Markkanen. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Garland. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Osman. His three-pointers off the mark. Outside Westbrook. And another 3 for the Lakers.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Osman. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To take the lead, Westbrook can't get it to go.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Good on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Tries from 7. And the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. And the 76ers lead by 2. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Howard, the pass to Robertson. Over to the wing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Another miss by Westbrook.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
James checked in for Alex Caruso. And Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now here's Hood. Lets the 3 fly. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist here tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Out to Hood. Shoots the 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound in this one.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
76ers ball.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Garland. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside, Simmons. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Simmons got 9 points here in the second half.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Timeout called the Lakers. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Free throw good, LeBron. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Simmons passes to Hood. Outside, Porter. Over Robertson. Porter, no luck. Lakers trail by 4. To the inside. James, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. Up top, Simmons. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Hood. Clock at 4. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Porter, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers lead. Simmons left side. He's looking for Porter and finds him.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. For 3, Westbrook. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Porter. Good from Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
He hits the second from the line. All 3. Now Simmons. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Here's James. And again, the Lakers, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge. And in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now, here's Hood. Outside, Porter. Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Lakers trail by 3. Green dishes to Westbrook to tie it up. That one misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Free throw is good. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Now here's Porter over Westbrook. Another miss by Philadelphia. Porter with the steal. Inside.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Lakers trail by 4. Westbrook with it. James outside. For the 3. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. To the wing right side. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Offensive rebound. Howard misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Simmons. Good, deciding where to go with it. Great tee that time from Green. The Lakers trade. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And it just might be time for him to defer. In a game this close, especially when you're just 2 of 10.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Simmons.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
There's Porter with the three, and Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dishes it to Robertson. Here is Howard. He kicks to Westbrook. Howard, the pass to Green. 5 to shoot. Here's the floater. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. Philadelphia has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Hood. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Howard. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers. Simmons against Westbrook. Simmons passes to Hood. Outside, Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. And here's Simmons for 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Outside Westbrook. Trying to get open is Robertson. And it's Westbrook missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets the shot go uncontested.
Here's Westbrook. Michael Porter making his last shot from outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Markkanen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Simmons against Westbrook. Outside, Simmons. And the pass to Marjanovic. And a wide open look for Hood. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
To Westbrook. Outside, Green. Pass to Westbrook from downtown. Good as Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Markkanen. Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back. And it goes down 2 points. Here's Westbrook. Scoring at will. He's had it going on offense.
And it's not as if the defense hasn't focused on him, but he is just at a level right now offensively where you cannot deny. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Simmons, the bounce dance. Good on the shot. And it's 8 points for Lauri Markkanen.
Markkanen doing a nice job cutting with purpose after the screen, folks. I mean, he's extremely hard to guard in these sets because he's intentional about his cuts.
Now here's Westbrook. Again, the Lakers. 1:04 left here in the 4th quarter. To the paint. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Yes!
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 4. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. over Westbrook. Markkanen can't get it to go. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Double team on Westbrook. Porter against LeBron. Outside, Green. Back to James. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Bogdanovich. LeBron, no luck. And Simmons kicks to Hood. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And Simmons is just a complete package, a player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
And the Lakers call time here. They're up by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-pointer.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it, and a contested three, never an easy shot.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up missing both free throws. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, LeBron.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. speed out there, Chris. Should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
It is. Look at the 76ers starting group. Michael Porter's out there with Markkanen. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Robertson. A shot by LeBron. No good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Simmons against Westbrook. Simmons with it. Just 5 on the clock. Hood, the pass to Porter. Markkanen trying to break loose. Porter, no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
James, the bounce pass. And it's Westbrook missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Marjanovic against Green. Pass to Westbrook. On the wing, James. He's on with 29 points last game.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now, here's Hood. 4-point game. The pass to Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
What you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Now Marjanovic. After Westbrook's missed 3. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Robertson. Porter dishes to Hood. Over Green. The 76ers with another miss. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Marjanovic. Outside Hood. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. In the corner, it's James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Now let's send it over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, he talked about his team's defensive mindset. He said they have to be willing to sacrifice a little room in the paint if it means they stay tight on their outside shooters. He said it's no secret those guys attack from long range, and that's what we've got to stop. We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Passes it to Markkanen. Hits it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Oh, nice touch on the 3 there. Markkanen was the quickest NBA player to get to 100 career threes.
Porter against LeBron. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the 76ers on the break. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
LeBron kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Robertson. Dishes to James. Just 5 to shoot. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Outside, Markkanen. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 8. LeBron passes to Westbrook. Back to LeBron. That shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now, here's Robertson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
Outside, Simmons. Now here's Hood, guarded closely. Outside, Markkanen. Outside Hood, three-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Right side, Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Hood. Now the pass to Simmons. To the middle, Bogdanovic. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
A nice shot by LeBron. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
One of the guys who only has one mode. I mean, aggressive and explosive presence at all times.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Outside, Porter. Here's Simmons. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Simmons got 7.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and it fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs they just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Robinson. Good D by Thompson. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the dunk by LeBron.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Simmons passes to Purdy. Back to Simmons. Teardrop shot. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
He's a tricky player. He's so difficult to guard. Simmons excels at going with the floater at the right time.
James looking it over. It's Redick on the wing, guarded by Robinson. Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, The City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Garland, he's checked in for the 76ers. Osman, off target from three-point range. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. And it's blocked. Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rondo. Robinson, that's good. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's LeBron. He's got 12, and that one is good.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Osman kicks to Garland. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 6. And here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Redick, here we go. Thompson passes to Morris. Here's Rondo. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. It is good.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder. He crashes with power.
Now Williams takes the 13-footer, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Now here's Rondo. It's over Garland, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Rondo really more creative than giving credit. Just has that knack for making defenders have to foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season. Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Redick. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. There's the triple. The shot comes out, and so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 7. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Lakers. Morris is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Thompson. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. Redick for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his 2nd statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's a good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Morris, no good. The 76ers leading by 7. Robinson goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Robinson's got 8 points.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Now here's Rondo. A floater. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Thompson the bounce pass. Morris. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Morris has such a release. I mean, he loves seeing the ball roll off his fingers.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rondo. And it's Osman missing.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
Caruso kicks to Rondo. Pass to Caruso. Outside, Redick. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the right side. Here's Robinson. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Thompson outside. He kicks to Redick. Takes the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 9. That's tipped. Thompson with it. Garland picks him up. Here's Rondo. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Outside Robinson. Inside. Here's Pirtle. And he banks in the layup. Pirtle's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Redick with 3. The offensive rebound. Thompson misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Morris outside. Just 5 on the clock. From 8. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Rondo. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 9 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And the Lakers call time here. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come here in here unless you want to get that shot squatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game. So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's go to the next one, please. Come on. Get out shot blockers.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Marjanovic finds Simmons. And the shot is long. Lakers trail by 13. LeBron is doubled. Outside Westbrook. Back to James. From deep three-point range, Markkanen pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter, no luck. Lakers shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Ball's knocked loose. James kicks to Westbrook. Here's Howard. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The 76ers leading by 13. Outside, Markkanen. Simmons against Westbrook. Good for three. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
Porter with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Westbrook. Porter, no luck. Westbrook surveying the D. And they double up James to the left side wing. Goes up with it. Howard, the pass to Westbrook. They get it back, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Westbrook against Simmons. Here's the teardrop. Here's Marjanovic. Good on the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 16.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. Shoots right now from the field.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Marjanovic down low. He's guarded by Howard. Marjanovic, no good. Here's Westbrook. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Look at the fearlessness. It comes into play when we talk about Simmons. He's a force inside. A triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robinson with the pace he's piling them up. 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look at the all-around impact of Ben Simmons, already a star and an all-star. You know what, Chris? If he adds a jump shot, how good do you think he can be?
Whoa. Some say you better polish up that MVP trophy. I mean, perimeter shooting, the only thing he really lacks.
And Simmons drops them both. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years of my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. A rebound by the Lakers. James outside, and Howard with the stuff.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
And Simmons kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Simmons. Passes it to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Simmons. Launches a 3. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Westbrook. Good, and the assist goes to James. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Outside Hood. To the paint, Porter. And it's sent back by Howard. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Free throw drops for Marjanovic. And he makes both free throws. .153 left to play in the first half. Westbrook passes to Robertson. He dishes it to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
I love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artist.
Simmons against Westbrook. Outside Hood. On the wing, Porter. No points in the game yet for him. That one goes in.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Bounce pass for Westbrook. Fades back. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is kept down to 11 points with that bucket from James.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Westbrook with the block. And he recovers it. And good that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
James against Porter. That's tipped.
The coaching staff loves this. They know Markkanen has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
Porter kicks to Simmons. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Hood. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Markkanen. 5 points in the game. Hood kicks to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Markkanen. 1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. That's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's spot. Marjanovic is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Porter. And it's Simmons in at the point. Over to the left wing. Pass to Hood. That one doesn't go. Good D by Westbrook. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. Off target from outside. And here's Hood. Porter finds Simmons. Outside, Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
And that's the confidence his teammates want to see. Markkanen is adept at firing off the pass.
Here's Westbrook. It's good from the top of the key. Westbrook's got 9.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Markkanen. Kicks to Hood. The pass to Simmons. 4 on the shot clock. Over LeBron. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Can't connect from short range.
Might take him a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. He needs to calm down, play their game. I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tidbits.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Marjanovic. Hood against Westbrook. Looking to get it going. Hood can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
This middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And so Westbrook makes them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Simmons against LeBron. Simmons dishes to Markkanen. Simmons looking it over. And stolen by James. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Porter in the corner. Fires for three. And James pulls it down. James has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. That shot off. The 76ers leading by 8. Now Simmons, 13 points in the game. He kicks it to Hood. Marjanovic passes to Porter. Here's Hood, 5 to shoot. Over LeBron. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 9 points for Rodney Hood.
And this is a shot Hood makes consistently. All he needs is breathing room, and the rest is easy.
Robertson with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Here's James. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent it. He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Porter passes to Simmons. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Green. The kick out to Porter. Jacks up a three. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. It's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
For three, Westbrook. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Utah Jazz. First one does. And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Howard. Redick comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the 76ers, Williams, he's checked in for Markkanen. Osman comes in for Porter. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Rodney Hood. He's perfect from the line this time. Lakers trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Redick up top, guarded by Robinson. Redick passes to LeBron. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
4 on the clock. Here's Marjanovic. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
This is what you love to see. Simmons so superb at sharing the ball and getting his guys involved.
Rondo finds James. Rondo against Simmons. Morris outside. LeBron can't get it to go. And in today's game, if you don't have poor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers, who start a 3-game homestand with that game. From 10 feet out, again, Philadelphia.
Tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
LeBron kicks to Rondo. Trying to get open is Robertson. And the dunk by James.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
There's Williams with the 3. Morris with the rebound. Lakers trail by 14. James, the pass to Rondo. Back to James. Outside Rondo. Simmons against Redick. Good work there as it goes.
Such a pure-looking shot. I mean, you give Redick any airspace to get this off, you'll regret it.
Outside, Simmons. Over Robertson. Great D that time from James. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Rondo finds James. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 26 points for LeBron.
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
Here's Simmons. Good, nice job down low. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter. Lakers shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Robertson with it. He's against Williams. Misses from short range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Simmons passes to Marjanovic. Makes it off the glass. Marjanovic has got 10 points.
Sensational instincts in the pick and roll. Simmons, he excels at taking what the defense gives him.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Thompson comes in for Robertson. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. Then for the 76ers, Acapurdo comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Garland in for Simmons. And Pirtle sends it back. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Hood's checked in. That one misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Osman. Pass to Marjanovic. Knocks it loose. Here's Caruso. Chalk up 2 there.
You can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
Now here's Hood. 9 points in the game so far. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And these are the shot Hood has to take because more often than not, he's going to drain it.
Rondo with it. Pass to Morris. Back to Rondo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Darius Garland picks one up. Had some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
One of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear. Once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
The first one falls.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And both free throws good from Rondo. And so here is Philadelphia. And here's Hood. 11 points in the game. There's the pass to Purdy. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. From down in the low post, it goes. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Looking more comfortable at running these screen and rolls. Markkanen moving very well after setting the pick.
Back to Rondo. The dish now to Thompson. Morris kicks to Reddick. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Reddick. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, G.A., I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
4-3, Westbrook. Rebound by the 76ers.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off, too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Markkanen passes to Hood. 35 seconds left to play in the third, and the basket is good.
A smart offensive player, Hood, reading the defense and taking what they gave him there.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 14 points.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Hood. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Thompson, also Howard out there, Green out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now Westbrook. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter passes to Markkanen. Garland with it. Outside Hood. Fires the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Lakers trail by 13. Outside Westbrook. Shoots it. Here's Howard. Dishes to Green. The Lakers working the ball around now. This one for 3. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
And so Howard nails both of them. The 76ers leading by 11. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Outside, Markkanen. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Caruso kicks to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Westbrook missing again.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Porter looking it over. Over Green. Porter, no luck.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Hood kicks to Garland. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Good D by Johnson. Green in the post. Guarded by Porter. Green passes to Westbrook. Thompson outside. Passes it to Howard. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the 76ers also making a change. Simmons is checked in. Shoots from 14. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Outside Hood, back to Simmons. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Oh, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
good from Simmons. So he picks up just one from the line that time. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Howard can't hit.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
That's good from Simmons. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Simmons against Westbrook. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Simmons against Westbrook. Outside, Markkanen. Offensive rebound, Pirtle. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the 76ers lead by 11. On the wing, James. Guarded by Porter. Pirtle with the steal. Down low. No good from Simmons. Simmons against Westbrook. LeBron outside. Bobbed up there for Howard. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Thompson. And the 76ers also making a change. Williams is checked in. Kicks it out to LeBron. Over Porter. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's now 28 points for LeBron. Simmons against Westbrook. Pass to Hood. Looking to end his cold spell.
And the 6'8" Hood has great size. He's a tall guard who's talented to score from there.
At the line, 76ers. Rodney Hood. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both.
The key for Hood is consistency. Now he's an established player. He has the tools needed to be a solid scorer in this league.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin. And a wide open look for Porter. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Westbrook against Simmons. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. A fadeaway, and it's It's Westbrook missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Hood. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Up again. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside Hood. The Lakers with the rebound. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's James outside. Rebound by Williams. Philadelphia leading by 11. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 25 points in the game.
Oh, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defenses.
Back to James. Softly drops in the floater. James has got 30.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Simmons inside. Defended by Robertson. The shot that time, not on target. Green kicks to James. Inside, they kick it out to Green. Now, here's Robertson. Defense is right there. The shot, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 11. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to James. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
Tristan Thompson.
LeBron outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Porter.
James is such a powerful player. Amazing at how he draws contact on the way up.
LeBron James. At the line for 2.
First one falls.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
Philadelphia leading by 11. And there's the pass to Hood. Westbrook against Simmons. Connects on the 9-footer. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Westbrook passes to Robertson. Back to Westbrook, looking to get back on track here. Here's Thompson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
That free throw good from Thompson. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Williams. Back to Simmons. He dishes it to Markkanen. Porter kicks to Hood. 6 to shoot. Back to Porter. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
Westbrook against Markkanen. Shoots from the right block. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Good find Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
So here's Westbrook. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Williams, and the layup is good. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's LeBron, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Outside Hood. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destination.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing doing this. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome anymore.
Three-pointer, Markkanen, and the 3-ball is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it this week.
Yes, that goes in.
That's how you play point forward. LeBron is one of the best ever at it.
Simmons against Westbrook. Now here's Simmons. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Chris.
Okay.